Hi guys, this is Glass Arrow, and today I'm going to bring you the latest Play As Kai reviews for Play As Kai Batman Tactical Suit version from the movie Justice League. This figure is the first one in the new line of Justice League movie. The second one has already been announced, is The Flash. The other haven't been announced yet, but I'm hopeful that they're going to continue this line. A lot of people have been asking about this particular figure because a lot of the concern about first is the scale, the height of this figure. That is compared to other Marvel Universe line, its height is okay comparable to those or not, and how good this figure is. Because lately Play As Kai have been a hit and miss. Some figures are very good, very well designed. Some are lacking in many parts such as the articulation or the sculpting, and some paint job is not that great. Okay, for this particular figure, there are DC logos over here in the bottom right. So the stickers, holographic stickers, are now changed to this corner. Other than that, the artwork looks very cool. They portray the figure itself into the movie style. And this is the back. Okay. Inside here, you can see the Batman in tactical suit, and also some of the story about the Justice League movie and about the Batman himself who will form the team. Okay, alright. Now let's take a look inside. Okay, here he is outside the box. For a first glance, the suit it looks like a combination from the Batman from Batman vs Superman, his normal suit, and also some elements of the armor Batman. The figure's overall paint job and sculpting looks quite okay, but now the most concerning part is his height. Let's take him out of the stand and let's see how he measures up. Okay, he stands roughly around 24 to 25 centimeters. And now to compare, this is the Batman, the normal version from Batman vs Superman. Okay, you can see that he is exactly the same scale. So for the people who are expecting him to be able to pose with the Play As Kai from the movie line, such as the Batman vs Superman or the Dark Knight trilogy, the scale are very small comparing to other Play As Kai line such as the Final Fantasy line or Marvel Universe line. So for the movie fans, you can be reassured that when he stands side by side with the Superman, it's okay. He fits in quite nicely. So for now, you can also create the Trinity with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Okay, you can see that the height for this line, the new Justice League line, is the same as the Batman vs Superman line. Okay, that's for the height. So for normal Play As Kai, the old DC variants line and Marvel Universe and Marvel variants, the average height is about 26 to 27 centimeters, except Wolverine, which he's very short in the comics, so he's about 25 centimeters already. So this Batman is about 24 to 25 centimeters, a little bit shorter than those. So he is more comparable with the other movies line that I have shown you before. Okay, for the sculpting, as you can see, the sculpt, this one looks very great. The detail in his armor, a silvery chrome and a little bit of gold tint overall. The combination of the Batman armor and the normal suit from the Batman vs Superman into this design from the Justice League is very highly detailed and portrayed nicely in this figure. Something to comment though is that his head comes with only with the goggles, which cannot be removed otherwise. So if you want to see him in normal Batman, it's very difficult to show that. It's a little bit a letdown. Square should have give us a nice removable head or something like that. Okay, but for other than that, the detail in his mustache and chin is very nicely done. A lot better than the latest Players Kai like Nick's Ulrich from Queen's Glaive, which look very awkward. This one have done it more perfectly. A little bit minor concern is that on the back, the cloak overall looks fine, but if you show over here, there is still this gray shading color, which overall may be okay, but for me I think it should be like a lot blacker shading than this light gray, which comparing to the old Batman vs Superman, they are almost exactly the same. The light gray is a little bit toned down, but I think if it toned down more, it will be looking a lot better. Okay, so the bat belt coloring nicely. From the overall look, there is no mispaint. The paint job are done nicely. Okay, now for the articulation part, his head can swivel, flexion and extension. The shoulder is limited by his cloak, which is a rubber plastic part. It can be moved a little bit but still limited by a lot. But the elbow and the wrist joint works quite fine. A little bit swivel on the upper extremities here. Okay. For the torso, same two ball joint, flexion, extension. Okay. For the hip, okay, and the knee, and in the foot, and the toe over here can move a little bit but not by a lot. So overall articulation, there is also the swivel here in his thighs. So articulation is the standard Players Kai. Maybe this one is a little bit limited by a lot of rubbery part from the cloak, and also his hip and the bat belt, but it get the job done okay. For the accessories, there are 4 interchangeable hands and 2 weapons to play with. First is the grappling hook gun, which the hook part can be removed. The coloring and the black wash is very nicely done and detailed. And also his trustworthy batarang from the design from the Justice League movie. This one is the grabbing hand for the hook gun, the one for the batarang. Okay, and also these 2 open hands. And for those that I have already collected DC variants line from the Players Kai, I picked this one up to compare, to let you see that the scale is a little bit quite different in size. This one is the Batman armor version. You can see now that the height is about 2 centimeters different, and his head and torso are a lot larger than the Batman from Justice League. But still, he can be posed together and it can fit a little bit loosely. So for showcase piece it works fine, but for the other perfectionists, the scale is different, so you know before buying this one. If you already got like the Flash, Aquaman or other Players Kai DC variants already. Okay, in summary for Players Kai Batman from the Justice League movie, the sculpting and paint job are nicely done. The detail in the armor and design works quite nicely with the design from the Justice League movie. So the fan from the DC movie will not be let down by this part of the figures. Overall it fit in quite nicely, but the let down part for this figure come in with the accessories. There are very few accessories to play with, only 4 interchangeable hands, the batarang and the grappling hook gun. A little bit more accessories to play with, such as a different kind of head, the one without the goggles, will do more justice to this Justice League movie figure. So for all the DC fans and Batman fans out there, make sure to check this figure out. The price right now is a little bit too high, but if you can get it for a bargain price or discount, this will be a very nice addition to your collection. If you like this video, please give this video a like and subscribe for more Play As Kai review in the future. I will continue to collect Play As Kai, especially from the Justice League line, and to bring you more reviews. Thank you very much for watching this video. Glass Arrow out.